Good morning, traders. This is a live trade recap. I took two trades this morning right around 4 a.m. Have them both on video. We're going to go over them right now. They were with Kmph and Uwmc, and they came directly from Webull's Top Gainer screener. For the pre-market, organized by volume, you can see Kmph was number 1, Uwmc was number 3, but it was a low float, or by my definition. So it goes on my watch list, and let's take a look at the trades. So here's Kmph. It shot up over the previous both sessions, the aftermarket and the previous day high. So that's my signal to look for an entry. So now I'm just watching the pullback and waiting for an entry, which will be when a 1 minute candle makes a new high. So just moved it over here. And then here's Uwmc, and this purple line, I don't know why I used purple today, but that's just marking out the aftermarket high, so I can't take any entries until it breaks through the aftermarket high. So here we go, first entry, and I think I kind of botched it again. On Kmph, the idea was to get in for the break of this candle. The high was 1583, so my ideal entry was 1584. But same thing happened yesterday. I had my fingers on the hotkeys. I was waiting for the price to hit where I wanted to trigger them, and for whatever reason, I guess I'm just rusty. I took the last week of February off. I triggered them a little bit early, and you see I got filled at 1571. So that means that, and my stop is 1492, which is the low of that previous candle, and that makes my profit target 1729. So down here, I actually did this later. This was my entry that I was actually going for, 1584. We'll come back to that in just a second. So right now I'm in this thing, and there's nothing for me to do but just mark out the stop level and the profit target and just see what happens. So now notice Uwmc broke out through that level, so now I can look for an entry on a pullback. And I was also trying to mark out that profit target, because you see that it got near it and then it came back down. So if I have to get out, if it hits my stop loss, I need to be able to close that order, and sometimes I have to close it and then the price comes back up and I need to put it back. So it's nice to have that line there. It's supposed to be at 1729. I fixed it later, but I was trying to get in on the entry here. And this one, the entry was performed a little bit better. The high here was 1116, so I wanted to get in at 1117. So as soon as I saw 1117 or better here, you can see I'm waiting for that 1117. There, 1117, you see I triggered my hotkeys to get in. So I'm in at 1119. So just 2 cent slippage, which isn't bad. And I didn't even realize how low risk this trade was when I entered it. But if you look at my 2-hour calculator, the risk was just a little bit over 1%. So generally I like to be in trades that have about 5% risk, because it makes the return kind of worthwhile. But at the same time, I made this trade extremely low stress, because I knew if I got stopped out, it wouldn't be a big deal, and I can always take another entry if I did. So let's fast forward a little bit. So doing the same thing here. For a second, I thought I was about to get stopped out there. And this one kept teasing me, but never quite made it up. You can see as the price came back up well over my entry, I put my order back out there. This thing was moving really quickly earlier. I don't know if you saw it in the beginning of the video. So I want to have that order out there just in case it runs up real fast again. Then I get filled to my target. If it pops back down, it's no big deal. So I guess, let's see, right here is where this gets filled pretty quickly. So that's what I'm talking about. This continued to go higher, so it would not have been a big deal, but you never know. Sometimes it comes up to your profit target and bounces right back down. So it's nice to have those limit orders out there to catch that pop when it happens. So now I'm just in Kmph, and you can see this thing selling off. And I'll be honest, I did go through this thought process in my head, hey, I already took a 2R trade, and I could get out of this thing early and make sure that I secure my profit, but that's not my plan. My plan is once I'm in a trade, no matter what, that I have to wait until either my profit target gets hit or my stop loss gets hit. Simple as that, even if I end up red on the day. Because statistically, I've proven that I will be much more profitable in the long run doing that. Sometimes it seems counterintuitive, but sometimes you have to take red days so that you can have bigger green days and be green overall. Let's see what happened with this trade. So it came way down, pretty close to my stop loss. But remember, this is the #1 traded stock. It doesn't guarantee anything, but it just happened to be the #1 traded stock at this time. So here comes some momentum back in. $17.20. There we go. $17.30. So, and my target was $17.29. I got filled. Notice where the price is here, $17.40. So if I would have gotten my ideal entry, which was $15.84, my target would have been $17.68. Let's keep watching, see if it gets hit. I know it did. I'm just trying to see if it shows you here. Let me fast forward a little bit. There we go. Yeah. So that one did go to 1768. I think it, let's see if it's still up here. Today's Wednesday. Yeah, 1769. So it went 1 cent higher than my real profit target. Well, I should say my profit target if I would have gotten my perfect entry. But either way, good trade. And the more astute of you might notice that the account is a little bit bigger than, so here's today's trades. Made $6. And yesterday the account was around, I'm trying to remember exactly, but like 549 or 551 or something like that. So the reason why it bumped up here is because I got 2 free stocks thanks to whoever clicked on my link, and I appreciate that. And I'm going to keep making these videos, and these trades will be a little bit more interesting because I'm trading with more money. So it's kind of a win-win for you and me. So appreciate that. Anybody that wants to start using Webull, if you click on one of my links, it helps me out and in turn helps you out because the trades are a little bit more interesting. All right, guys, let me know if you have any questions about this trade or any others that I take. Oh, I'll show you the month so far. So you can see these are the 2 free stocks that I got. And I don't know why the P&L shows like that. I guess it's because of the difference from the day before or something like that. But I tried to sell them right around where the positions were so that it would make zero difference in the P&L. But that extra P&L is from these guys. So this would be around the high $12 mark, I guess. And you can see on my spreadsheet that I bumped up my starting buying power for the month to include those two stocks, but I don't include those stocks on my P&L because that wouldn't make any sense. So this P&L is strictly for trading, so that's why there's a difference here. 1258 here and 1334 there. That's because of the sell of those two stocks. So my actual P&L for the month is 1258. So I'll just leave you guys with always take your stop losses no matter what and honor your profit targets, and you should be green in the long run. Take care.